Hi, good morning YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a putter review. So as mentioned in my what's in the bag, I have a new putter, which is this one here. It is a PXG Bat Attack putter. It's Gen 2. It is a counterbalance putter. I also have a Scotty Cameron Futura X, which I've been using now on and off for about the last year. So as you can see, it's very similar styled, but slightly larger in head. And I also then have this putter here as well, which is Scotty Cameron Studio Select Newport 2. This one has just a normal pistol grip on it, whereas the other two have Super Stroke style putter grips. Okay, you can see this one here, the face is a lot thinner, it's not a spider putter, okay, and it also only has the single bend here. This putter is generally a lot lighter than the spider putters. It does have weights in the bottom that you can change, so you can either have it heel or toe biased if you prefer, or you can also increase the weight of the putter head, same as the other two putters that I have. Okay, the PXG putter is just standard weight at the moment. I do have two 20-gram weights that can go onto it. The Scotty Cameron putter, it's just normal weight. I don't actually have another weight kit for it, but I am generally quite happy with it. So normally if the greens I play on are very fast, then I may use the Newport 2 putter, whereas if the greens are slightly slower, then I will use either the Scotty Cameron, or now it will be the PXG putter that I will be using. The reason for that, in my opinion, is that I then do not have to try and hit the ball harder. I do not have to try and extend my swing for hitting the same type of shots. So I then have more consistency within my swing itself. And if you're a golfer, you know then that having confidence standing over any golf ball, whether or not it's on the tee, on the fairway or on the green, is the main important thing for you. Okay, so this is why I like to try and keep everything exactly the same. So when I'm using a driver, I use the same tee height. I have the similar or same pre-shot routine as well. I do not generally change the amount of times I do practice swings or where I do my practice swings. I generally try not to change too many different variables within my game itself, because the game is hard enough. So if anybody has ever played on any of the championship courses like where I do play, then you will know that the ground is very undulating, fairways can be very narrow, the course can be very difficult to try and play on. So in my head, I like to try and keep things as simple as possible, so this is why I stick to very strict routines. Okay, so as you can see there, out of the first 12 putts, I managed to make 11, which over a distance of about 5.5 foot, because that mat is roughly 6 foot in length. I'm very happy with that. So my current handicap on the championship course is 15.6, so I get 19 shots, so literally just over 1 shot per hole. Obviously, depending on the stroke index of each of the different courses, my handicap will change. Yeah. Also, when I was back home in the UK last year, around about this time, I was playing several of the courses that I used to play, and my highest was about 12 over, and that was including losing 2 or 3 golf balls throughout that round. So I do know that the courses over here are very challenging. We do have different types of grass that we need to deal with, especially Al Mouj golf course. All of its grass is all exactly the same, so it doesn't matter if it's on the green, the fairway, the rough, the thick rough, it's all exactly the same. And at the moment, due to the heat and the humidity, so sometimes our humidity can be anything from 75% right up to 90-95%, the grass is very, very thick. So even the 2.5 inch second cut, you are actually losing golf balls in that. Which is not anything bad about the ground staff. Yeah, they are doing a fantastic job, but they have never experienced anything like this, is what I've been told, because I do sometimes play with the head greenkeeper, and it was one of the things that we were discussing, because even when I was out with him, I was about 8 to 10 foot off the side of the green with one of my approach shots, and we've still not found the golf ball. Yeah. Another one of the players that was out with us, he actually drove over his golf ball in the rough because he could not see it. Yeah. So it is very challenging. Also, our fairways are maybe in places 30-40 yards wide. We then do have a lot of water on the course. A couple of our holes, you've actually got to drive over about 200 to 220 yards of water and marshland just to get to the fairway as well. So it is very, very challenging. Okay, playing off the blacks, hats off to the pros, because sometimes they're hitting 3-iron, 4-iron off the black tees, and they're still further down the fairway than what I am with my driver. Yeah. So it does go to show that it is a very hard course. It is in very good condition, as you will be seeing later on. So yeah, it's challenging, but in a good way. So the first putter that I'm now going to use after the PXG putter is the Scotty Cameron Futura 7M, because it's the same style of putter. So let's give this a bash. So we have a 6 foot practice area here. I have 12 golf balls. I will see how many of them that I will get in. Okay, with that practice drill there, again I got 11 out of 12. So very happy with that. As I said, it is a putter that I have been using now for several months, so I am quite confident with that. Let's see how I get on with the Newport 2. So guys, you can actually see that with that last putter there, I did actually manage to get all 12 out of 12. I do feel confident using all three putters, to be perfectly honest with you. The two misses that I had with the other two putters was literally just very slightly off with alignment and potentially slightly off with speed as well. It's nice and easy putting here. Indoor, no pressure, no breaks of the green, no different ways that the grass is growing. So if the grass is dark towards you or if it's light away from you, then that can obviously change the speed of the green and also how the ball reacts to that. The ball might break more or less depending on if the grain is coming towards you or going away from you. So this is why it's vitally important for everybody to try and practice before they do go out onto a course, especially if it's a course that they do not know at all. Yeah, a lot of courses do tell you what the green speed is. They may have a sign that tells you the stint speed. So the stint speed is the speed at which the green is playing. A lot of the European Tour players and professionals, the greens may be playing to around about 13 or 14 on the stint meter, but normally that would be far too quick for the average players. So our greens could be anything from 9 up to maybe 11. Yeah, so they do actually have a machine that they can test the speed of the ball and how far it actually rolls away from the machine, and that is how they determine exactly the stint speed. The clubs, I love Scotty Cameron. I've now owned those two for over 6 years, but I wanted my full bag to be PXG, and after trying out my friend's Bat Attack putter, I was hooked. So that is why I went down the route of buying the Bat Attack putter as well. So my entire bag is all PXG. One note on that is some people think that one manufacturer cannot give a player every club that they do require, and I do agree with that as well, in theory, but I also think that every player is different as well. So I personally used to use TaylorMade M2. My entire bag was all set up exactly like that. Before that, I had the same irons, woods, wedges, so it's something I've always done. I feel confident then standing over the ball, because I know that if I'm going from between a 5-iron and a 7-iron as an example, then I should get exactly the same type of shot from that, because they are all the same grip, the same shaft weight, and also the same head. So you can get obviously different grooves for different manufacturers. So I like to have a consistency, as I was speaking about earlier on. Okay, thank you very much for watching. The video of me playing at Almouge will be coming up very soon, so please do stay for that. Thank you.